Welcome to another episode of Stock Bulletin, where we take you through the various news which could be affecting your stock.
Jerome Powell, he's the chair of the Federal Reserve. He's today announced that interest rates will remain low.
Okay.
And the reason why this is key to the stock market is because currently everyone sees stock market as one big bubble. With the interest rates being low, it means people can continue to borrow money and pump it into the stock market.
If interest rates rise, there could be a potential crash, and obviously Jerome's basically saying, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Whether he was under pressure to make that decision,
Yeah,
who knows? But obviously,
of course he is. If interest rates rise and the stock market crashes, that's going to affect the US economy. That's something that they're trying to protect.
yeah.
So he has been.
And the blame is going to fall back on Joe Biden.
Oh yeah, Joe's gonna get.
And he's just come in.
He just come in. What kind of stress you have to deal
Fam.
with dealing with a recession as soon as you come in? Travis Scott has just done a brand deal or a brand link up with Anheuser Busch, and they've introduced a new drink called Cacti, which is a cocktail in a can. But I heard it slaps. So, well, it's mixed opinions, really.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it's a good drink. Some people are saying it's not.
And some people are buying it just because it's Travis Scott.
Just because it's Travis Scott. But for all we know, it could be good or bad. But one thing that we do know for sure is that it's going to have a positive effect on the stock price for Anheuser Busch. Any sort of link up with Travis Scott is always going to be a big one. It's always going to be a positive one. He is very strong when it comes to adding value to brands during the link up. So kudos to Anheuser Busch. What do you think? Good news, bad news?
Yeah, that's good news. And their share price went up by 3% as soon as, within a day of that being announced.
Yeah.
The drinks are almost sold out.
Yeah.
Anheuser, they've already got several brands under their things. So even if this deal didn't go according to plan, they weren't going to lose anyway.
No, they were not going to lose.
No.
Any link up with, as I said, Travis Scott, it's not a losing position. So it's good for them.
So unemployment rates amongst the youngsters in China has remained at 13.1%.
Okay.
So that's not a good thing.
Wait, that's a high number though. 13% is a
Yeah.
high number.
That's why it's not a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why it's not a good thing. Rather than decreasing, it just remains 13%. The reason why I feel like that's gonna impact not only the Asian economy but everyone globally, is because right now should be the time where a Chinese government should be implementing things to train up graduates, young people in China. As we all know, like they're the number one leader of exports to other countries. If the Chinese government can't train them up from now, when there's
a severe shortage.
There's going to be a shortage, especially now that the EV market is growing as well. They're saying in the next 10 years, EVs are going to be dominating the world. And
China should want to be part of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you can't train someone now so that they can manufacture those kind of things and export it out, then
Finished.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
you can't rely on stuff that are gonna age to keep manufacturing these things at an efficient rate.
No, it's true. It's true. I don't know how they're going to lift an aging population to be able to deliver. So Etoro plans to have an IPO, and they're not going down the standard IPO route. They are also doing a SPAC. They're going on a SPAC route with an acquisition by FinTech Acquisition 4. V. I'm assuming V stands for 4, right?
Yeah.
And Roman numerals. It reminds us of very...
You dear friends.
their dear friend...
CCIV.
CC4. CCI4. who helped Lucid with their IPO by doing the acquisition, the SPAC acquisition. Etoro was trying to go down the same route. I don't know why. And also become public through a SPAC. So what are your thoughts? What are your opinions?
But me personally, I'm not a fan of SPACs. I feel like
You just ran to a SPAC nation.
apart from that, I feel like with SPACs, the directors, the people who are helping the company go public, are the ones that they make the most money. They benefit the most. And then I always say the people who are looking at the company that the SPAC is going to acquire, end up acquiring shares once the people behind the scenes have already made a quick change.
And by then it's too late.
It's too late. The price already pumped. Like we've seen it with Churchill Capital. Like since they announced their partnership, stock price dropped by 50%, and it's more than 50%. It's never really climbed back up. So I'm not too sure about this acquisition by fintech acquisition group.
Fintech acquisition. But what kind of track record do they have? Like, do we know of any companies that they've sort of acquired to take public, or something? Some research we probably need to go and do.
Yeah, there's not much information on them, but all I do know is that they've created a few SPACs. So
well, they're on the fourth one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So some people say buy the rumor, sell the news.
That's deep. Word.
But I don't think this is a buy the rumor, sell the news, because right now you don't even know whether Etoro is going to go through with it.
It's just basically a rumor.
It's a strong rumor. It's a strong rumor. Yeah,
So
I don't know. It's
too
much of a risk.
Bad news?
Yeah, too much of a risk.
Yeah, same. I'm not happy about this. I wanted to buy some Etoro shares once Etoro becomes public, but I won't be involved. I won't be involving myself if they go down the whole SPAC route. Yeah, it's enough from me. So these have been the key articles that we feel are or potentially could be affecting the stock that you want to purchase. We hope it's brought you some value, and if it has, definitely jump in the comments and tell us your opinions. Make sure you share the video with one person, and definitely like it so we can get some good quality reach. Until the next one, thank you.